Hey there everybody, welcome back to Linescapes.
Yeah, it's so nice that you could join us for today's Feedback Tuesday.
Exactly, so Feedback Tuesday is one of those shows where every Tuesday we give feedback on your work. So you can send us your artworks and we will give you our opinion on it, maybe we'll give you some suggestions. I think you'll learn a lot by watching us giving comment to your work and giving comments and feedback to works of others. So we're glad you're here. And today we have a lot going on.
Yeah, definitely. I think we got around 40 submissions.
Oh wow, one of the biggest.
Yeah, it's definitely quite a lot of work. So I'm gonna keep you on time today.
All right. I suggest we dive right in. We will try to cover as many as possible today, and if we don't cover yours, don't worry. We will, do it in the next Tuesday. We're doing this every week, so you can always submit more. You can always write us, and eventually, definitely, you'll get there, and we'll get to reviewing your work as well. So, apart from that, I'm Gaspar.
Hi, my name is Sonia.
We're Linescapes.
Welcome to our channel. If you just, search around a bit through our channel, you're gonna find a few videos on how to draw, about creativity as well. So if you're interested in that kind of topic, please explore a bit more.
All right, let's dive into it, I would say.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's see what we have in store today. Wow, all right. Starting off already pretty amazing. Digital painting. So if the author is present in the live stream, you can gladly say so, dear author. If you're not around and watching this later, you can say it in the comments. And if you want to stay anonymous, that's completely fine.
Okay, so wow, amazing.
Okay, so we've got like a dramatic scene. I guess it's.
It reminds me on Les Miserables.
Le Misérable?
Le Misérable. Whoa. I don't know.
French people, correct us, please.
Yeah. But in any case, I think that's a very nice work.
Yeah, it is. You're completely right. I like it. And what I would say maybe is we could add a bit more focus to we can go into many things, but I think if we're just focusing on, I think we could add a bit more focus on the image itself. I would kind of make like a vignette, like a darker edge around. This should be easy if you want to do this in digital, dear author. What do you think, Sonia?
Yeah, definitely. That's the first thing that you can do.
So like around, maybe bring more attention to this part.
Well, I think partly there's the feeling of this vignette is already there through that the focus lies on the main character.
Yeah.
And the background is blurry. But as you said, maybe add some different light that will also bring this person in the foreground.
And I will also crop this image. You'll see right away why, because I want to bring it more into a thirds composition, right? So right now it's a bit too central for my taste, so let's try that.
Okay.
Okay. So you're gonna measure my time?
Yeah, I would love to start.
So I already started because I know I only got limited time before Sonia strikes.
Well, today we're gonna stick to a minute.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So you already spent like 15 seconds.
No.
No pressure there.
Oh man. Okay, this is always a bit of a problem with these brushes.
Yeah, the brushes. I
always
that's the problem.
Always blame the Photoshop brushes. We're doing this in Photoshop, by the way. If you're wondering what, so okay, well let's make this a bit darker, and let's just leave her face and the baby's face in the light. So I think this is a bit more. Yeah,
you can immediately see the difference.
Yeah. All right. So this would be our suggestion. let's look at it before and after. So this is the before, and this is the after. Boom.
So changing the composition, adding some darker color for the background,
Yep.
or surrounding the main character.
Yep.
Okay, very nice. Move to the next one and make a small pause for a thank you heart.
All right.
Yeah, that goes to Louis.
Oh, Louis, nice to have you here again.
Yeah, always welcome. Thank you for joining us and for supporting us through Super Chat.
So all of you can, of course, always support us in different ways. And one of them is, sharing what we do here and giving this video a thumbs up. And also subscribing if you want to improve. If you want to improve your artistic self. We're going to do our best to help you on your path.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got the small airplane postcard.
Mm-hmm.
It's a night view through the airplane window. Yeah, what do you think?
I like it. It's very peaceful. Maybe just and I can also imagine that very similar situation is going on while flying at night.
Yeah.
Because there's the light is not so present. But although maybe we can still do something more, like adding a much darker frame.
Yeah.
So that the blue tone really pops out.
I think it should be extended a bit beyond. I think like maybe this distance is too short to give the feeling of watching through the window, and I think this area here could have a bit more purple going on to really have this evening sky.
Or maybe add, because we know we're flying, maybe some lights on the plane.
Oh yeah, nice. Okay, let's try this.
Yeah. Okay, you still got just a minute.
Oh man.
I'm starting.
Oh, this is
right now.
This is super hard, everybody.
So focus on the important parts.
Okay. Okay, so let's start with lights. It's also a challenge for me, Sonia keeping me on my toes. Hey, what was it? It was a red, right? Usually a red light. Let's take a red from the here. Yeah, I think it's on the tip of the.
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
So let's take some white and kind of make it like this. Yeah, I don't know. I think there are two lights. Some lights are there.
Maybe some highlights at General Gaming's.
Yeah, true. You're very right. If you guys have any suggestions while I'm trying to do this, feel free to do so.
Yeah. True. So you're adding yellow.
I'm adding a bit of yellow. I'm going to add a bit of pink because this is actually what the kind of setting sun would look like. Then the highlights, the highlights, I think I would add them here on of the wings like that because, there's some light coming from the bottom. And yeah, you're completely right. Who was that said about
General Gaming's.
General Gaming's. The highlights do help.
Okay,
nice.
And that was your minute.
That was my minute. All right.
That was your minute.
Let's look at the difference. So, this was the before, and this was the after. Boom.
Yeah. Wow. It really does something, right?
It has something going on. The slides kind of catch the eye.
Yeah, true.
But good work. I love the motive, It's interesting.
Okay.
Next up is... All right, Batman!
Nice.
Okay. So, what do you think about Mr. Bat?
Well, the night is certainly calling him.
He's totally serious, right?
He's so serious.
He's so serious. He's so going to save the world.
Well, he does usually, right?
He does.
Okay.
In a serious way.
I'm okay. I would probably try to not crop the sign. usually that's like it's one of the most important elements. When you see the sign on the sky, you know they're calling for you. You know
it's Batman.
you know it's
Never,
Batman.
never crop my sign.
Yeah.
No, it's Batman.
Do not crop his sign.
Don't crop my sign.
Yeah.
I'm trying the Batman voice, but it's not working right now.
I'm not sure if you can hear it, but
Walter.
okay. So yeah, the sign. I would probably
Sign.
not crop it.
Yeah.
And also the form of the Batman. We don't know what's going on. So is he standing? Where is he standing? Also his leg that's also cropped away.
I do like the pose. The pose is pretty cool.
The pose is amazing.
I like the contrast. The
Yeah.
pose, it's like very, it's more like abstracted comic style
Yeah.
ink drawing. Yeah.
I mean, my comment is maybe on the leg that's also cropped, or maybe on the color in the background.
I think we should see the skyline of Gotham. That
Yeah.
should totally be a skyline of Gotham.
You know, I mean, the clothes of his uniform are almost the same as the clothes in the background, as the cloudy sky in the background.
It should be darker or lighter.
Different. I don't know.
All
Just yeah.
Okay,
maybe
let's
some
try.
white
Let's try.
texture. Maybe
This is
some
gonna
texture.
be. It's gonna be a challenge to do this fast, but I will do my best.
Okay, so welcome everyone who just joined. We are just starting out with corrections or with
Feedback.
our feedback to those sketches that you submitted for today. And you're always welcome to just post your comments, your suggestions as well. And please, dear authors, if you're here, just write in the comments that it's your work. Maybe you can share some more.
If you feel like it, you know. Maybe if it was I would be like anonymous. Like, no, it's not my work.
You would.
Maybe. All right, so let's get some Gotham here. So I think the context is now helping a lot. You know, we see the light, but the thing is also the light should be reflecting, I think, off something. You know, like if there should be clouds or something.
Yeah. It's always cloudy in Gotham, right?
It's always cloudy in Gotham, yeah. Like he picked a very gloomy place to live.
Yeah.
Like why did he pick Gotham?
Because he's a bat. His character is a bat.
Oh wait. He identifies as a bat. Which is totally fine. Just something quite new. Alright, so let's have some light. This is really fast and dirty, so it can take way more time, dear author. And now I'm not a cloud expert. Sonia is the cloud expert around here, but like I will try to, you know, because this has to be, you have to understand, kind of. Oh man, this is going to be horrible. But oh jeez. Okay.
Well, your minute is up.
My minute is
you need to know
like
that.
okay, stop
Yes.
doing it. But yeah, like I would just to show, like think about doing some clouds, you know, because this light looks like it's in a studio.
Yeah.
So think about doing some clouds in the background. Do them better than I do. Watch Sonia's tutorial on painting clouds.
Yeah.
Bam.
Okay, so Lawrence also posted a comment. It would be great if you would add credit artists on the screen so we can look at their Instagram later. Dear Lawrence, we would love to do that. The thing is just that we receive sketches till right the point before the live stream starts, and that's just additional work for us. So if the authors usually write it somewhere, we don't erase those things. But sorry.
Yeah, we can't include everything. It's just too much of work. But if the authors that are here, feel free to write in the comments. You know, this Batman was mine. Follow me. You know, whatever. We're totally up for, you know, getting you guys more attention. We don't have a problem with that.
Okay, so for example, this is an example how you can do it.
I made it, you guys.
Yeah.
Is it for us or is it like
Avengers.
Who is she mad at?
I don't know. Is she like a Avenger character?
Is she one of the Avengers?
I don't know. Or
Okay.
maybe that's the author. I don't know.
Avenger expert. Is this cat lady one of the Avengers?
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm
so
mad at you.
what do you think about the Cat Avenger?
I love it. And
Cat Avenger.
how would it look like if we would know? I was just considering to making a cloud for the lady.
I think a cloud.
Yeah, around the bubble, you know, to just make an outline.
An outline. We could do
I'm
that.
not sure if that would bring something because it's a character thing, you know.
Well, I think one click thing that we can do here definitely is change either her shirt or the background. Because, you know, it's all yellow now, it disappears kind of, so if you want to have her yellow, I would say let's take a complementary background in purple or vice versa. So what should we do? Yellow t-shirt or yellow background?
I would change the background.
Change the background. All right,
Yeah.
let's do that. Let's try to change that background. Yeah,
Okay,
like that.
still the timer
Sonia is timing me.
is active.
All right. Select, expand. This. All right. So basically, with one click, I'll go to my color wheel, and I will pick a complementary color. Now, what is a complementary color? It's a color across the color on the color wheel, right?
Can you pick? Can you give me the color wheel which is beside you?
Yeah. So I think we can go for something like blue violetish. Let's try.
So we're working
Oops,
with
not
yellow,
that. Not that.
and now you're gonna select the violet one, right?
Yeah.
Which is here. So the complementary color is on the other side from the color that you choose. On the other side of the color
Try
wheel.
this.
Yeah.
No, I think violet works better, so
Yeah,
we can do it a darker
Try-
violet. Yeah,
something like this. Yeah,
yeah, this is good.
and I think it also emphasizes this feeling, you know.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's not so energetic anymore, but it definitely it's, yeah.
If her thing is like a yellow t-shirt, I mean, then you should definitely go for a background that makes her t-shirt pop. So let's look at the difference. So this is all yellow. It is energetic. I like it, but boom, it is more harmonious, and yeah, I think it works better with the yellow t-shirt.
Yeah, I think it's also it really communicates the feeling, you know, maybe this anger, you know, like this just edginess a bit.
Ooh la la! Wow, we got a lot of digital. Do we have any traditional art today?
Yeah, we have.
All right.
We have.
I mean, we love both. We do both. So there is no difference actually in digital and traditional. I would say it's just a tool. It's like you would be saying, oh, there's a difference between acrylic paint and oil paint. I mean, there's a difference in terms of using it, but
Well,
go for whatever you want.
I mean, I'm sure there's someone who would think differently.
But that someone is not me.
And please don't post anything in the comments.
Yeah, okay, so there's a magical tone, I would say. It has a watercolor cover. It has a gem glowing. Pretty dope.
Yeah, I love it. I really, really like it. So before that, I think there were a few sketches. I think it was also a process. So the outline and la 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 la, then step by step and how to color everything. So I took just the last one, the final work. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Well, I really love the idea of this tone being kind of a water thing. I would do two things. Once again, look at the color contrast, because this water is now amazing, but the gem is the same color as the water, and I think it should be, again, its complementary color. So I would go here for a like an orangey, fiery gem. I know that might contradict the idea of the water, but maybe we can get at least, you know, it's like it disappears on the first glance. You don't notice it because already the covers are water. So maybe it should be at least white, or it should be dark. Maybe it should be purple. What do you think?
Yeah, try it out.
Okay.
You have 1 minute, so I'm not going to add any complications for you.
You know,
And your clock starts ticking now.
oh my God.
Yeah. Yahya just posted digital can be less accessible.
Well, I mean, depends. Like digital, you buy a tablet once. I mean, of course, it's very expensive, but you know, when you start doing a lot of traditional artwork, all the art supplies, all the canvas, the you know quality colors, all of that can cost a lot of money.
Yeah, definitely. I still know when I went to art school and we just needed to buy some paper and basic oil colors. I was always thinking as a student, oh, that's so expensive.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it still is. Like, but for students especially. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, like, but don't think that you know you need good supplies to make good art. I would say always start with what you have.
Definitely, yeah. You can start with just basic colors, with school colors basically, and then you have different grades. You have then the study grade and the professional grade or class.
All right.
Mhm.
So I added some highlights to the water as well. Boom.
Okay.
Now I have a very contrasting image. So let's look at what we achieved. This is the before, and I added now the color contrast. Boom. What do you think?
I like the red, the red stone. I think that's also a very good addition. But maybe the contrast in the sea wave form was a bit better before.
Okay.
But I don't know. You let us know. What do you think? What would you improve? Is there anything in addition that you would add? Okay, so let's continue.
You know, you can see that we're trying to cover some ground here. It's a lot of stuff you've sent us, and oh my, I love this.
Cute, right?
Oh, this is so cute. Wow, beautiful. It's like a small train, a beautiful miniature painting of it. Wow, this skill of painting this. Wow. Wow. Look at that. This is like, look at the size of this pen. This pen, it's super small. Look at that, and look at how these lines here, you know, or this here. Look at this. This construction under the roof. Crazy. Wow. You're a very patient person. Okay, so got any thoughts?
I think maybe adding a few contrasts, just deepen the colors a bit.
Colors, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say a bit more orange to the train. And other thing is like we have a lot of nothing going on in the sky, so I would either add some clouds or some birds or something.
Yeah, add some birds.
Birds are cool.
Yeah.
Let's put some. So yeah, huge empty space up here. So let's fill that up to make like our eyes. They always start in the top left corner when we look at something, and let's make them kind of travel through the image down to the train. So let's do that. Okay.
Okay, so meanwhile, I'm gonna read a comment or a question. So General Gaming is asking, what do you think about brushes? I look into it and there are so many different ones. Do we need a brush, like a small brush, for 300 euros? No, you definitely do not need a brush that's so expensive. I mean, of course, it's usually much easier to work with good quality material. That's something that's true, especially if the technique is dependent on the tools. So if you're working with watercolors and the medium implies that you're gonna work with a lot of water, then you're gonna need a good quality brush that's gonna hold a lot of water. Of course, if you're gonna use it for that kind of small details as it's shown here, then probably not. But there are still many choices. You just need to find the best version for you, the best option for you. And of course, if you're gonna find a brush that costs $300 or euros, someone is going for sure try to sell it to you. So they are going to find many reasons to sell it to you, and that's why it's probably gonna be presented as the best brush. Ne?
Definitely. So let me just go out of the way here and say this real quick. It's tools are not everything.
Yeah.
Right. So I would almost right now say you don't need the $300.
No.
Don't buy the $300 brush. Before you're there, if you would be like one of the top watercolor artists, you know, in your country, then yeah, to get those brushes. But don't, you know, make.
But if you're really passionate, maybe then just try to say to your family that you need it for a graduation gift, or I don't know.
This is
something.
a good point. We sometimes buy art supplies to kind of give a gift to ourselves.
Yeah.
To award ourselves. And if you need that, you know, maybe you can consider like instead of, you know, getting something else, you get some good art supplies to award yourself for a small achievement or a big achievement or whatever. But yeah, don't buy it because you think it will make you a better painter.
Yeah.
Okay. I would just want to switch between the before.
Do it. Oh,
and
wow.
the after.
Beautiful. Small details, very, very, very nice.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you. Great work. Really, really like that one. So if the artist is around, do cry out.
Okay, so then we have a beautiful pattern.
Beautiful. Wow, so this kind of work, like really patterns we've never reviewed before.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about it?
Well, I mean, it's, as I said, I think it's a beautiful pattern, and I'm not a specialist in patterns. I can imagine this on a notebook or maybe on as a pattern on the fabric. But in addition to that, I like the colors as well.
Yeah, it's like a split complementary color scheme, which means, you know, we have one color, we have the cyan, this is the blue one, and then we have like two colors that are adjacent to its opposing color, which would be orange. So we have a red and like a orange yellow.
Yeah. I mean, if the author is here, please maybe you can also share why did you submit your work? Is it just like to present it, or is there any additional questions that you have regarding this pattern?
Well, if I would have to say something,
then if you have to say,
I would say when you're doing a pattern, you go for a certain form language, right? Which is here, I would say, predominantly triangles. So instead of doing these horizontal lines, I would try to go for like triangular lines. Let me try to illustrate what I mean, just in a small section. And I might be wrong, but you know, I'm just giving a pretty personal opinion now. So let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this person is studying fashion design, fabric design, or something, you know. And now for her first project or his first project, you just went in there, you know.
Yeah, it's completely fine. I'd say. I'm just thinking about, you know, I just
doing
kind of,
a few more triangles.
Yeah, I think it should be all in the triangular language.
Okay, you have just 4 seconds left.
Okay, yeah, look at that. So I don't know if I did a great job of it, but let's look at this section here. Yeah, so I would try to play more with the triangles. I think the horizontal lines are kind of fighting for attention. So it is a beautiful pattern, nevertheless, and I think the thing I did is not optimal. So
I mean, it's, if I can add something now, if you add it, maybe I can add a word.
Yeah,
just a word.
Just or two.
If you squint with your eyes, you're gonna notice that there are just triangles just standing out, and it's a very regular pattern, right? And maybe there is a way to break this regularity. And yeah, maybe that's the way to do it. Definitely, you know, maybe just it depends. It really depends. Tina wrote here. It depends on the use. and I agree with that.
Yeah.
So it really depends what are you going to use this pattern for.
Yeah, I think it's hand drawn, Tina. Looks amazing.
Yeah. Okay, question to Gasper. How do you improve in digital drawing?
Well, the thing is, I think it doesn't differ from any normal drawing or art skill. And I know this sounds, you've heard this many times, but it is a lot of practice. It is just practice. And the question is more like, not like how do you improve, we know that it's a lot of practice. The question is how do you motivate yourself to practice every day and to practice as much as possible.
Yeah.
This is more of like a question, and I think maybe, do we want to take a little bit of time to explain that while I try to do something here?
Explain about motivation and
I think it would
time.
be valuable.
Yeah, sure. It's like, Sonia, come on, you should start.
Yeah. Well, but first, before, so I can paint, what would you do here in this beautiful, beautiful floral field with a lovely sunset?
I would try to just add like the orange line between the hills, you know, and this field of flowers, so that I would have like a nice transition. I think that's something that we can work on. Maybe add some more violet flowers in the background, because on the right side now we have like two violet ones.
Yeah.
Maybe do some more violet in between. Okay, and the sky, I think we can do, you know, this nice transition you were once talking about?
Yeah.
You know, that we have.
Yeah.
You're gonna
I will
try? Okay.
Yeah. We'll tell you what we're talking about. Okay, so I'll just start.
Okay, so Tina said, it's a really nice depiction of a sunset moment. Would orange sky work better, perhaps? And then we also have
question.
a comment from Yahya. Can be overwhelming, but I'm not sure if that's regarding the painting or to the motivation to drawing. Okay, so motivation for drawing. How do we motivate ourselves? First of all, just start drawing. We do a lot of creative exercises every Monday that you can, and you're always welcome to join those exercises. They're also there to motivate you, to train your hand. And motivation is just by, you gain motivation by starting. So that does not mean that you always have a good day and you're going to be very productive, but that does not mean that you should not start at all. Right?
Totally.
And when it comes to time, I mean, we need to find time and motivation for things that are important to us. So especially in every day, if you're still in school or working, or maybe you have some other obligations, it's always something that you would like to do, but you always put off. So I mean, that's also like a small thing is to think about time management. So how can you manage your time so sufficiently that you achieve to draw every day for 10 minutes, for example? Just do a small thing, like a very, very small thing. That does not mean that you need to sit down every day for an hour or two and have like a whole-blown sketching session or painting session. You can still achieve a lot if you just dedicate like a very small amount of time to just explore the possibility, to explore a medium or something that you would like to achieve or learn. What are your thoughts on that, Kasper?
That's beautifully said. It always is a thing of making it fun for you as much as possible, making it a routine and making it fun. And through that you will do it a lot, and through that you will get better, and it will be more fun. So I would say don't focus on the result, focus on the process. the routine.
Yeah.
The fun of learning.
Yeah. Okay, so you added some orange and deepened the color
Yeah.
of pink, and also added some almost white, grayish yellow.
Yeah.
In the transition.
Yeah. Let me tell you about it. So I worked most on the clouds, and first of all, the clouds they were, let's see the before. So this was the before, and this is the after. So what do you think, viewers? I will tell you real short. So I basically illuminated the clouds from the bottom, because this is how they actually get illuminated. I added here some orange, because where the sun is setting, there always is a bit more orange. And this area in between, maybe you can see it, I added gray, because where two contrasting colors, blue and magenta, pink, meet, there is actually a gray area. So this is basically what I did on the clouds.
Okay, so here we have a question also to our community. If you know where would be a good source for learning digital drawing techniques?
I know one.
Yeah, share with us.
Yeah, it's called Control Paint, I think. Yeah, Control Paint. It's a website with free lessons called Control Paint. You can totally check it out. Very valuable stuff.
Okay, so I'm gonna post it in the comments.
Yeah. I think I learned a bit from there, but mostly I wouldn't say. I just learned by doing it, as much as I know. I'm not like a professional.
Yeah.
It's not my field, digital painting.
Okay, let's move to the next one. So, we have here Art Nouveau stylish hair.
Wow.
With some mandalas going on.
Yeah, it's like
a lotus flower.
Mixture of like an Indian style with like Art Nouveau.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what would we add or change?
Yeah, I really like it. It's what is a bit I think this area is a bit weird where they meet, like where her shoulder is ending and her shoulder is beginning.
I think the hair should cover this part.
Yeah, the hair should cover this part.
If you find a part in your painting or drawing that you find it has like a small weakness, you can always hide it. And hair, in this case, is amazing to cover that kind of stuff. And also, this part of hair where the heads are just meeting.
Here also as well. Yeah.
So I think those are 2 points that I would probably work on. Maybe add some more hair in this part where many hands are coming together, and joining.
Here.
Yeah, here you see you have like the empty space, and I would probably add some more hair just to make it a bit fuller, because we can afford it.
Yeah. Another thing, like this lotus petal is a bit lost, I think, right now. It's not anchored to anything. What could we do there?
Well, I would emphasize the flower with color. I would really intensify the.
Should need more black, yeah.
The pigment probably of the flower.
Oh, you know what I would do? I would outline it black.
Okay, try it out.
Let's try. Okay, but beautiful illustrations. So.
Okay, so but what are you going to do? You have just 1 minute, and
I'm gonna do the hair.
You're gonna do the hair. Okay, so your time starts ticking now.
My time is ticking now.
Okay, so so Dark just joined us for the first time. Welcome. Did you submit any of the work? So maybe we already checked out your sketch. If not, maybe it's following.
Yeah. We're really glad for everyone who joined for the first time. Also, really glad for all of you who, always are around. But those of you who are for the first time, we're reviewing every Tuesday. We have a Feedback Tuesday, and we're reviewing your work. Not reviewing it, but we're giving feedback and suggestions, and maybe you can improve it, or maybe you just get something out of it for yourself and learn something new. Because it's always like, I know I learned the most by watching our professor giving feedback to others, because it was like learning it multiple times.
Okay, you're out of time.
I'm out of time.
You're
this is
out
it.
of time.
Let's see what I came up with. So this is the before, and this is the after. Boom.
Boom. Okay. This is it. Let's move to the next one.
Let's move to the next one.
Amazing.
This is crazy. Yeah. Wow, okay, the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
I love the fabulous poses. So it's a show on Netflix, if you haven't watched it. We did. That was quite difficult for me to watch the show.
I mean, the last episode was good, and it binded everything together, I would say. But I mean, we both struggled through the series.
Through the series, yeah.
Through the season, yeah. Okay.
So,
fabulous.
What's up here?
I mean, I love the graphic. Maybe I would just consider how this ends. The lower half. How do you bind all these characters together with those black lines? That's something that probably needs a bit love.
Mm-hmm. I think, yeah.
And also, this pointy part of the umbrella, which almost is not to see because of the lines.
Yeah, I think it's like, if we're talking, like, this is basically design, poster design.
Yeah.
I would also, like, cut off the bottom part. I think it's not, here, this thing. It's like, it should have, like, a clear ending somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe like a reverse umbrella. Let's do it reverse from umbrella ending, I would say. How about that?
Try it.
Okay.
Try it out.
Let's try it out. So
just try it out.
So the painting in itself is good. I really like it. But I mean, they're like evenly done. It's just that I think the positioning of the artwork, the actual graphic design, yes, I think this is way better. Then I would say that these, I say that this red is kind of bugging me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we got a question. If you, dear viewers, can submit your work for the next Feedback Tuesday, definitely you can and you should, especially if you love to draw and would love to get a comment from us and a feedback, then you should definitely post your work. There are two ways how to do it. One is on our Instagram profile, linescapes.drawing, or another option is to become a member of our Facebook group called Linescapers. You need to answer a few questions, and then you're entered into the group, and you can just share the works with our community, not just the Feedback Tuesday work or paintings, but also all the sketches in between. You can ask questions and be a part of our fun community.
It's a place to be.
Okay.
All right, so let's look at the difference. So this is the before. It has those lines coming down. I think they're a bit fighting for attention with the group. And now, boom, I think it has a much more meaningful ending. It brings focus to the group and also added some shading down. So yeah, in terms of graphic design, I think this is better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, let's continue.
And we are having a marathon today. Wow, beautiful. Is that thank you for us?
I would hope so. Yeah, but I mean, it's a very nice card.
Follow it up a bit. Yeah. Beautiful. So, thoughts and ideas.
I would probably make the orange color a bit more juicy.
Juicy, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would just like, we're working here with two colors. And of course, you always, in the flowers, you can also see the monochromatic color scheme, which is just playing with one color. But still, what I would like is maybe just to give it a small oomph of color, you know, just to have like a bit of the third color that would just emphasize everything together. Because right now I'm very much focusing on the thank you, which is written, but I mean this card for me is more as a, you know, thank you. These are the words that are, you know, being said or written, but actually it's also about the painting.
I think a third color, like, you know, there's a reason the author photographed this on purple because it looks beautiful with purple. I think, you know, when you will take your card away or send it, the purple will be missing. What about adding this purple, Sonia, on the painting?
Yeah, great. Superb.
Okay. Superb. Let's try to do that. So try to do this, maybe some purple flowers of a different kind. So you can still kind of make some of that, add some of that to your painting. I think, yeah, it really works well with purple. Really nice. You know, did you know really how nicely this background was picked to make a photo? It really shows how well these three colors work together.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just adding a bit of purple and just a bit of orange in the middle of this purple, like, you know, some orange dots. It will tie the purple together with the rest, and yeah, that's it. This is what we suggest. So
Okay.
let's look at it. This was without it, and this is with the purple. Boom.
So we also got a comment from Yahya. I would change the font color to orange and make a black outline.
Interesting.
Yeah, that would also be possible. Okay, so and I also just posted in the comments the links to our social media platforms where you can also submit the sketches for the next week's feedbacks Tuesday.
And I think we should send out a heart.
Yes, we need to send out a heart.
So we're sending a big thank you to Anne, who just sent us a donation via Super Chat.
Thank you, Anne, for being such an amazing follower, and it's very nice to have you in our group.
Yeah, Anne is always posting her stuff, and it's always great to have you around. We're really, really grateful, and we've been the last 3 weeks on vacation, and we really missed you, so this really feels good to be doing this again.
Okay, let's make just a short break. Did everyone lost our sound? Can you hear us? Just let us know in the comments so that we know that something's going on. Otherwise, we'll continue.
Okay. So, Sonia, what do we do here?
It's back. Okay.
I like it. It's great. I really like it. Minimalistic, beautiful colors.
Yeah, I think the author wrote that he or she watched a tutorial from other YouTuber, and that's the work that was created at the end. Maybe I would emphasize the outline a bit, just maybe straighten the lines a bit.
Oh, that's some ground here because the porch is like flowing in the air.
Yeah, or maybe also add some darker blue, you know, to have like a bit stronger transition between the sky and maybe the blue will just do that effect, you know, without touching the house at all.
Let's try it out. I also saw that we have suggestions to do that from the community, yeah?
Okay, so Surmai also said we can add blue uh, a little bit more. I think that was. We can add blue in it a little bit touch. Well, yeah. I mean, I think this is also something that Surmai wanted suggested.
All right. Yeah, it's a good suggestion. I think it works.
Hi Ruchita, very nice that you could join us. Welcome on Linescapes channel. Really nice shadow on the building, good choice of color, said Tina. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So authors of these beautiful sketches, you can always just shout out and say, this is me, this is my work. I mean, everyone is very welcoming and friendly, and we all appreciate your courage and the work that you do. So be brave and just stand for your work, because it definitely deserves it.
Oh, definitely. And I must, you're sending your work out here to be seen by everyone and also be commented on by us. So that's a lot of bravery right there. All right.
Okay.
This is it. Let's look at the results.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the before,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the after. Boom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Grounding it, more blue. I like it.
Nice. Very, very nice.
Moving on. Oh, wow.
Okay, so here there is also additional photo as a reference.
Okay, reference photo. Let's check it out. Okay.
Yeah. Can you show it once again? Okay, so we have like this blue trash container, and we also have that small Space Invader in blue, which is also pretty amazing. And then we have this construction site on the left side, and in the background we have these buildings with orange bricks.
I really love how this scaffolding, this stairs is drawn. I like all this basically on the left. I think it's great. I think where we could, this is like really looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I think what we could work on is this background here. How about that?
Fun, so brother. Yeah.
Right about now.
Somehow.
How about that?
You just said it in that kind of tone. Yeah, definitely. We need to create some sort of feeling of depth. Here we go again. So we need to have the difference between the foreground and the background.
Yes.
So if that would be a digital painting, it would probably be blurry. Or the colors would not be so strong.
You know what we could do? We could just make the traffic light black, darko.
Black.
Yeah?
Make it black.
Yeah? Should I?
Yes.
Okay.
Go for
let's
it.
try it. So we need to differentiate the foreground from the background.
And I would also like to apologize. We just got new neighbors 2 days ago, and they are just rebuilding their apartment, just figuring stuff out. So it can be that we will make this live stream a bit shorter, so that you can, so that we don't have some miscommunication.
Yeah, because I don't know if you just heard it. They just started drilling in the wall, and it's pretty loud on our side. I don't know if you hear it through the microphone, but yeah, let us know if it's getting unbearable.
Okay, so Yahya said, "Feel the ghost to make an attraction point."
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, this is also something that I would probably do, because it was also emphasized in the photo. So I would probably make that blue as well, and the blue of the container was also very nice for me as well. If I would have the choice to choose, I would probably choose the blue color as well.
Right. Let's see if black helped bring this to foreground. Oh yeah, I totally think so. Okay, let's see.
You dig it?
I dig it.
I would probably also color in the parts, for the traffic sign.
From
you know
the things
the
sticking out.
roofs, yeah,
The
roofs for the lights.
roofies. Yeah.
I'm not sure if the roofies is the right word, but
Yeah. Probably
I know that you have good intention.
not.
Okay.
Well, we might say some stupid stuff in English because sometimes we want to say something else and it comes out weird.
Okay, so Michelle said, I thought you had construction sounds to go with your corrections.
Totally. We think of everything, Michelle, when we do our stuff. This was a sound effect, and when we have another serene illustration, I'll sing you a song.
Yeah. Okay, so Anne also said, it's not so bad for us. It's worse for you. Yeah.
Okay, so the
True.
before and the after.
Mm-hmm.
Not so
Okay.
sure about it, but okay.
I mean, we can discuss this for sure. I mean, the safest version would probably be just to deal with the background somehow, or just maybe emphasize the pavement. That would also be one option.
Yeah.
Because the light is right now just dividing a page in two halves.
It's too much,
it's
yeah.
It's not the rule of thirds, but it's something in between.
I think we should just, actually, it should be like this.
You're gonna do it now for the sake of...
Boom, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a better composition.
For the sake of composition, thank you. Okay, yeah. Should we try to do another one?
Yeah, I think we can squeeze in one or two today.
Yeah.
Where it's already been an hour, and the rest of you, we're really thankful that you sent us your work, and we'll include it in our next Feedback Tuesday. And you know, if something happens, we miss it, we forget it, gets lost somewhere, keep on DMing us, keep on sending us stuff, and nagging us about it, and we're definitely included at one point. Don't worry. Okay, we got a comic page. Comic page. All right. So, what do we think? It's like an anime, and I mean, yeah, manga style comic. I mean, at least the person looks like from manga, but the drawing style could also be a classical comic.
Okay, with comics, I always need to read it, you know, because it's meant to be read. It's illustration, but it's also something that's telling more about the story, and you really need to focus on characters and think about what's important. Is it environment or is it the character itself?
Yeah.
And what is he or she saying?
Yeah.
What's the character trying to just give us? What kind of information? And I would probably try to do a bit stronger outline in the upper part as well. But I'm what would your suggestion be?
Well, I think I like strong contrast, so I think, you know, because this figure is kind of looks, I think, you know, making it black here or darker makes it look more kind of, you know, it's light coming from the back. It's a bit more ominous. We don't see the face, which I kind of like. Maybe we shouldn't see the face here, and this is the first time we see the eye, and then he does something.
Okay, so yeah, then we can emphasize that part a bit more.
I would do something like this. So let's try. Let's try. So, you know, step one, we don't see. I don't know what he's saying, but like I'm just interpreting now this visually. We don't see his face. Like this makes him mysterious. Like, okay, we don't know what he's capable of. It's like a mystery. Like, who is this guy? You know, what's going on? We don't see it yet, right? So we kind of want to have this darker, maybe kind of darker shadow here. And he's doing something with his hands. He's going to clap. What's going on? Then we see him. We still don't see him. Like, we want to have him more mysterious, kind of in the shade. You don't know what's going on. Maybe his hands, okay, maybe his hands are more in the light because he's going to clap and this is going to be a highlight. So let's highlight those hands. Let's draw attention to them, but we still don't see his face. And this is the moment where we see his eyes for the first time. You know, like we can still add some more shade, but like this is, ta-da, you know, the big reveal, and now boom, he's burning, and apparently has a superpower, flaming whatever. And this is how I would, make this more dramatic.
Amazing. Yeah, I like it a lot. Yeah. I mean, it looks like you watched a few comics and read a few comics.
This is the before and this is the after. Think about the contrast.
Yeah. Okay. Should we do another one?
Last one?
The last one.
Let's do the last one. Okay, before we do it, I would just tell you what we're doing in the next week. Mm-hmm. So we have a schedule. Monday, it's another Creative Monday. August 24th, we're going to do a creative exercise which will help you improve your creativity and imagination, and it's definitely going to be fun. And on Tuesday, August 25th, we have another Feedback Tuesday. So share it with friends, tell them, and if your work hasn't made it this time, we'll definitely do our best to include it the next time. We get a lot of submissions. We love that, and just keep writing those.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. So let's see the last one. Boom. Wow. Whoa. This is deep. This is wow. So what do you think about this? This just got one. This is pretty cool. I like the symbolism about this one. It's like looks a bit like it has something kind of holy. I think of this wounded heart of Christ, kind of. Mm-hmm. She has this crown. Mm-hmm. Definitely has some of this symbolism, kind of Christ symbolism. But then the heart is one like, and she's broken by the single like she got.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe she has just one heart. Maybe it's just one like, and this like is also a heart, and she has just one.
One to give.
One to give, and actually that's deadly.
That is deadly.
It's mortal, being mortal.
Okay, beautiful thing. So, what do we think about it?
What do you think if we would add? I forgot what's the name of this Rosetta? Behind her head.
Yeah.
But maybe just to emphasize maybe the difference between her hair and the Rosetta, so that we add some shadow in between, so we have some sort of
more contrast. I'll do something now really quick, and I think this will help it. I think the problem is the yellow skulls in the back, because the red heart is such a dominant feature, and red and yellow in this case do not mix well. So what if we just make this black and white? What do you think?
Okay, so
what about that? I think it's good.
Right.
Yeah. So not so aggressive.
Not yellow, but maybe they could be a bit more orangey.
Yeah, they should be more orange maybe, but and then also adding this shade that you talked about. Whoops, not that much.
Maybe it's not necessary anymore. I mean, I can imagine it's like it looks like a saint almost.
Yeah.
It's just like a saint of social media.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
All right. So I think this is better.
Okay. So we also have a comment from Yahya. Melt the background as well. So, that's also one possibility.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. So at this point, we need to give out another heart.
Yeah.
And this one goes to Tina.
Thanks, Tina. Thanks for being around. Thanks for your support. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, and I would like to read you also a comment that you wrote. Thank you for keeping up with your work, guys. You are both such a great motivation to me, to us.
Thanks, Tina. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. Like we said, if you want to keep improving, follow us, subscribe, and write us if you have any questions. You can always write us on Instagram or on Facebook or on YouTube. Really appreciate all the comments you leave. And Sonia already told you how to get included in the next Feedback Tuesday.
Yeah. Instagram or Facebook group Linescapers. Hashtag Tuesday. That's it. Everything that you need to do. That's the only thing you need to write beside your work that you post to us, and then you're gonna get our feedback.
All right. To all of you who haven't, whose work hasn't made it today, we'll put it next time. Tune in, and yeah, you know what to do.
Keep on drawing.
And see you next time.
Bye bye.